Welcome to my channel. My name is Tyler. I'm a lo-fi and ambient music producer with 15 minute stream on Spotify. In today's video, I'm going to share my favorite plugins and hardware that I used all the time in my music production. Hopefully, this will give you some ideas for the Black Friday purchase. Some of these may not be on sales, but I still want to introduce you because I really like this product. You can always keep an eye for future sales if you're interested. So let's dive in. First thing first, I will separate three parts of this video. The first one is the plugin instrument, the second one is the plugins effect, and the last one is the hardware. So stay tuned until the end. So the first thing is native instrument. You know I'm a big fan of native instruments because their sounds sounding so good, very creative and sound very professional that I can reduce my time to mixing the sounds. So if you watched my previous video, you know I'm always just use some reverb, delay, compressor or from the native instruments bundle. So I bought the Komplete 13 on like 2022 and now it is going to 15 already. So now I think it is not the best deal, but I want to show you how this bundle is perfect for someone who wants to take your music career more seriously. So basically I'm got the Komplete 13 standard, and this one already included almost all the things you need. They got you the Ozone 11. This one I also will talk about later on in the video because I use Ozone for my mastering all my track. So you also got this one, and the Guitar 7 if you love to recording guitar, and you got this amp already. And so many sounds, synthesizer, keys, strings, percussion, and all the things you have already. And also they got 21 effect. You know I love the drum and the delay. I always use the native instruments, so I don't have to choose a lot of other plugins. Instead of I only use what I have. I think this is super worth for investment. So in this native instruments bundle, my go-to sounds is Noire piano, and if you don't want to invest so much money for the standard, you can only choose the Noire piano. It is now like 50% off. So this one is so perfect for lo-fi piano, sleepy lo-fi sounds. I highly recommend this one. Next up, this is Skyboard Audios. So if you like piano sounds and you want just one bundle to cover all the piano sounds for you, and this one is perfect. And now they got like 55% off everything. So this bundle now it is around 200, but you have 10 piano. That means just $20 for one piano. The first one is the acoustic, and acoustic you got 3 type of the acoustic piano, and electric for 2, prepared for 2, and charm for 2. And they got so many presets inside this piano. If you don't want to have the bundle, you can also choose the piano that you like to buy it separately. In my opinion, I think it is better to choose the bundle rather than to separate the price. If you are a piano lover, this one don't miss out. So next up, you know I'm a big fan also. I use Pigments almost all my music, and now they got a 50% off of the Black Friday sales. So you know Pigment is my go-to synthesizer, now just 99 euros. Now the thing is this Yangtze, and I think you can just wait until the sales, because this one I really like recently. You can watch a lot of my previous video. I talk about Yangtze a few times. Another one is this grand piano. I really love this piano. They combine with the synthesizer. They can create so much texture. So if you love to combine something with the synthesis, this one is perfect. So the last one for the instrument, it is this Zen Meditation. I bought it in last year Black Friday and I love it so much. But this year seems they don't have any sales, but maybe you can just wait around. They have 8.5 gigabytes of sounds. This handpan, Templar, all this instrument that include in these plugins. And my favorite is this layer blend sounds, that you can blend 3 sounds in one to create one sound. I always use this one for my pet sounds. Even they named it for Zen Meditation, but I think all the time I'm almost blend into my lo-fi and also some of my ambient music. So I think this is a very beautiful plugins. Before diving into the FX plugins, I have some exciting news to announce. My sample pack are now all 30% off, including my brand new Ambient Soundscape sample pack, featuring 30 loops and stems and almost 4 GB of amazing sounds. Additionally, I'm offering a limited time 10% off of my one-on-one consultation. If you are looking for personalized feedback or guidance for your music career, don't hesitate to book a session with me. You will find all the link in the description below. So let's dive into the FX plugins. So for the first effect plugin that I really like in this year is this Softube saturation, and this one is free, so I highly recommend you go to download this one. And it is basically super easy. Just one knob and just turn it to saturate your sounds. You know, I use so many times in my track. So next up, this one RC20, you know, or the lo-fi producer must have item. And basically I got this when I get started, and I use it almost 3 years, and I always put RC20 on my master bus to give the overall vibe more warm, more lo-fi feelings, and I really like it. And now it is on sale for 50% off, so if you don't have RC20, you definitely don't miss this out. So next up is the Harmony Bloom. If you haven't watched the video, I highly recommend you watch the video right here that I show you how you can use Harmony Bloom and round sounds to create some generative music. Sometimes when I'm making ambient music, I don't want to create something memorable melodies. I want something more random feeling. So I will use Harmony Brews to generate some melody for ambient music. And even they don't have Black Friday sales, but the price is no-brainer, right? So support him to create this very creative plugins, and just 29 euros, right? So next up, you know, I'm also a big fan of baby audio sounds, and I use the space out a lot of time when I get started. And now my favorite one is the Transit 2, and you can also check out the video right here. Last week I make a video for how you can turn a simple sounds to something unique. And if you don't want to invest so many effect plugins, if you want chorus, want reverb, want panning, want flanger, these plugins already have 28 effects inside. You just have to pay one price and then you got everything that you need. So now they have Black Friday sales for 40% off, 79 USD. So next up, you know, Beam is my favorite plugins recently, and I love the sounds to make it very spacey. And the granular synthesis, I love it so much. And I use it a lot of time in my project. But unfortunately, they don't have a sales right now, but maybe just wait a little bit. So keep an eye on Beam if you like something very spacey texture. This one is perfect. The last one is my master plugins. I bought the Ozone 9 is like 3 years ago, and now it's already going to Ozone 11. And all the time my master bud is mastered by Ozone. Now they also have on sales like 50% off, 155. It is a bit of expensive, but I think it is worth it. I still using the Ozone 9 for 3 years, so every track I mastered by the Ozone. So if you remember, I talked before, the native instrument bundle is included this Ozone 11, even though it's the standard, but still have the chance to have one package for all the sounds and plugins you need. So just think about what you need and which one is the best choice for you. This year I'm looking for the Corey One guitar amp and the Diva synthesizer. A lot of people recommend me the Diva synthesizer, but these two plugins still haven't had the discount yet, so maybe I will just wait a little bit. So let's go to the hardware. So the first thing I want to recommend you is the headphone DT990 Pro. This one I use it almost 4 years. When I buying the hardware stuff, I love to go to the Google and type the product that I want, because when you're using Google, they will recommend you all the product in different websites. This method can choose the lower price product. So you can see they normally £127, but you can see the PMT online it is £180. So these headphones, I love it because I got the tinnitus, and when I use the closed back headphone, I will feel like more pressure in my ears. I use almost all the time the open back one because I feel like less pressure of my ears and the sounds more wider, and I love to use this one for mixing to listening very cleanly. Also, the impact is the most comfortable that I ever use. I tried a lot of headphone before, but this one is the most comfortable. If you want to take seriously on mixing, I highly recommend this one, my go-to headphone, and I still loving it. And the next headphone, it is DT770 Pro. We love to record guitar and maybe vocal. This one will be more perfect because when you use the open back, you can listen back the sounds, and sometimes we'll record the sounds through the headphone. So this one I will use this when I recording guitar. I want to listening more clearly how my guitar sounds to mix in my overall music. So you can see the lower price is 118. So next up is the monitor. I bought it this year and it is Sonus 3.5 monitors. This is a beginner friendly monitors in my opinion and looks so good, and because in my previous studio the desk is super small, so I can't afford a big speaker, so I choose this 3.5 monitors, but I love the sounds. So basically when I producing music, I love to use the speaker for producing because I can use less the headphone to give the pressure of my ears. But when I going to mixing, I also going back to the DT990 Pro. So This monitors is very cheap. My version is the second generation, so it is like 74 pounds, and they got two option. One is the with the Bluetooth and another one is without the Bluetooth, and I bought the without the Bluetooth one because I don't need this, because I have this little Bluetooth speaker. This sounding super good. You can also check out the link in the description below. They got a Black Friday sales. This is just a little extra recommendation. So next up, this year I got my Minifreak and I really like it. Almost all the time when I moved it here, it's put in front of me and I use almost all the time. I love to sitting around and design some sounds, and I feel like this synthesizer is very beginner friendly, very easy to twist the sounds and to design something. You don't have to make it very complicated when you just started, but very easy to twist the sounds. So you can see now it is around 468 pounds. I really want to have this edition, super nice. This is the Stellar edition. I really want this, but I already bought the original one. Also, this synthesizer will be come up with a plugin version when you buy the hardware, so it is more easy to learn, visualize the sounds, the wave oscillator in the plugins, and you can just twist it, the sounds more physical feeling on the Minifreak. So I think this one is perfect for when you want to go deeper for the sound design. Next up is this Roland S1. I really like this little synths, and they're very compact and also built-in battery. You just take this one and go everywhere, and then you can just play and tweak some sounds. And if you have a budget, this one is also very budget friendly because you can see like just 150 pounds. Next up, this is circuit tracks. Recently I taught my girlfriend to make music. She already used this one to make 3 tracks. So it is super fun and very easy to teach someone don't have any music knowledge, and they can just play it immediately, rather than you teach them to start a DAW to make a track. And this one is super fun. Now they also got some Black Friday sales. Next up, this year my new friends Mood Mod 2. So many people recommend it to me and I tried it. I'm just mind blowing because this is so much fun. Chase bit is all the pedal is so cool, and now they have the Black Friday sales with 15% off. So this Mood Mod 2 like 340, but this one is the limited edition black color. I love this version. Next up, this one Microcosm. I think a lot of people really like this, right? This one is a beast. If you want to turn everything become ambient, this one is perfect because just a single note and they will turn it into super spacey ambient sounding. I love this so much. If you are someone love to use the hardware, I highly recommend this one. But if you are on budget, I recommend you the Beam for the Lunacy audio, because some people don't like to use the hardware, right? But they want to have this type of the sounds. The Beam is very similar. So I highly recommend you both. Next up is the MIDI controller. So I have the complete Kontrol S61 Mark II, but now it's sending to the repair. I know that this is a bit of expensive, but I think it is worth it because the key feeling I think is the best of all of my product. It's feeling very easy to control the dynamic. When you can control the dynamic, your music will be more emotional, more express your feeling. So I really like this keyboard, but now they got the Mark III version. It is more better and you can twist the sounds more easily. If you love native instruments sounding, I think it is no-brainer to use the complete control keyboard because it will be very easy to access all the sounds and choose the sounds. Every time I use that keyboard, I can only twist the sounds on my computer because the screen and very easy, just press it and record, undo everything, just done in the MIDI keyboard. So I really like this keyboard. And now they have some special offer, like when you bought this keyboard and then you can get complete 15 standard for 50% off. You are a fans of native instrument, this keyboard is perfect. So the last thing is I want to talk about this Samsung SSD T7, and I bought this like 3 years and I use it every day because my computer don't have a lot of space, and this one I got like 2 TB for the storage. And I save all my native instrument and some of the plugins inside, and I use it in the real time. It's super fast. And sometimes I also recording my screen and open the plugin in the real time, still super fast. So I highly recommend this Samsung T7. So I think this one is the new version. I'm not very sure, but I think it is the same. To be honest, I love the slim design. That's why I picked this one. Very easy to take it everywhere. So you can choose another option like this one. The 2 TB is 127 pounds. Remember, it is not how much gear you have, but how you use it to make the music you love. Happy shopping and keep grounding. See you in the next video.